This is everything bad about the Brompton G Line after 1 year and 4,000 kilometers of bikepacking through Central America and the bottom line. This video has no affiliations, sponsors, and I paid for everything myself, normal market price. First of all, this bike was very hard to get a year ago, but that might be easier now. The front axis was screwed way too tight by the Brompton shop that made the first inspections. The front mudguard has a mount on the left side that gets loose very easily. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's a compromise because of the folding. It is annoying. The original tube in the front had a very small leak from the very beginning. I exchanged it and then it was fine. I had no puncture yet, which is hard to believe because the streets of Central America are full of nails, wires, shards and the like. The handles are quite comfortable, but with little grip options. Built-in lights would be preferable, but it's easy to work around this. One of the pedals is detachable to shrink the size when the bike is folded, but spare pedals are hard to get, and the flimsy mechanism is already broken, so that it can't be removed anymore. The gears are too focused on low speeds, so that there's unlimited room to go uphill even with heavy baggage, even to the point when pushing the bike becomes more reasonable, but not much when I have tailwind, flat surfaces or downhill. A fast rusting hinge had to be replaced due to a construction mistake, while Brompton claims that the bike has been tested on a distance that equates to going to the moon and back. The folding joint can get loose by mere vibration, especially off-road, and should be checked by the driver from time to time. It really is much heavier than the 16-inch version. I am very strong, but it's not for everybody. A full titanium option might be expensive, but needed for some. The size of the folded bike is too big for airplanes, so some disassembly is required to fly with it. The necessary packaging makes it as bulky as a fridge. The bike doesn't have any suspension and does ride pretty hard. The geometry can't be adapted to your body, even less so than the 16-inch version, which at least had different handlebar options. Your body will have to adapt to the bike, and that can lead to back strain. The Brook saddle is very good, but the grease to take care of it is hard to get. Shaping it took several thousand kilometers. The chain catcher is only glued to the frame and simply falls off. Not great optics, Brompton. The baggage in the front back can start to wobble at times. One can only hope it never hits resonance frequency. Other than that, bikepacking can pretty much be maxed out. I miss a bike stand for any tours or sections with more baggage than the back in the front. Just the option would be great. The disc brakes are definitely necessary, but even they couldn't withstand the steep descents of Guatemala. I had some glazing of the brake pads and burnt rotors. Steep descents generally feel more unsafe and of course don't compare to a mountain bike. Advantages are good performance on bad roads and even on some sand, potholes, cracks and pebble. Better opportunities for bikepacking compared to the 16-inch version. The gearing does show its strengths uphill. I do have faith that the highly priced components will not forsake me in the wilderness and far off the grid. The folding mechanism still has no serious competition, as alternatives either do not exist or have been discontinued. I had bad experiences with Riesenmüller and its Birdie. I had an underwhelming test drive with the Montagu. And with the 16-inch Brompton, the manageable road surfaces are limited. Surely the roads in Central America, with their cracks, speed bumps, potholes and cobblestone need not apply. I waited for a 20-inch Brompton for 15 years. A fascinating long-distance journey with a companion that has both great advantages and disadvantages. Robust, high quality, versatile, easy to secure by taking it into the accommodation. Overall, I'd choose it again.